Imran Khan is the former Prime Minister of Pakistan and the opposition leader of the largest party in the country. He advocates for fair and corruption-free politics, which has made him popular both in Pakistan and abroad. He gained the sympathy and support of the nation after being ousted from power last year in April, and especially after surviving 2 assassination attempts, one of which left him injured. His removal also caused political instability, which was followed by economic instability. Since then, he has been organizing peaceful protests and rallies to demand new national elections, and now elections at least in 2 provinces of Pakistan, Punjab and KPK, the assemblies of which he had dissolved this year in January. The constitution is also on his side, as his demands are legal that new elections must follow within 3 months after the assemblies are dissolved. The current government, however, doesn't want provincial elections to be held before national elections that are due in October. There are concerns that government doesn't even want general elections to be held. They are instead seeking to send Imran Khan in prison to put an end to his demands for elections once and for all. Many corruption charges have been filed against Imran Khan, and he is sought in 2 major cases, Al-Qadir Trust and Tosha Khana. And it is not possible that a person who works against corruption should be involved in corruption at all. So these cases Imran Khan says are all politically motivated. Yet he has to come to the court for bail over and over, and each time he shows up in the court, he worries that his life might be at risk, or he might be arrested any time. And each time the government has to make any remarks on it, they say that since they have been in prison in his tenure, it should be normal for him to be in prison in their tenure. The government seems to be acting out of revenge, which is very damaging for Pakistan. But people support Imran Khan so much that any arrest or harm to his life would bring the whole country to a standstill. People would protest and the state would respond with violence as it did on May 9. This could push the country to the brink of a civil war. There are certain global forces that enjoy seeing civil wars in Muslim countries. A stable Pakistan, a stable Muslim country, is not in their interest. So they want to keep both parties and their supporters in a constant fight with each other. They created civil wars in the Arab world and destroyed each country one by one. They created instability in those countries by setting one side against the other. Iraq, Syria, Yemen, Afghanistan, Egypt, Libya, and Lebanon. All these countries have been devastated by political unrest that led to civil war in those countries. Sudan is also facing the same turmoil right now. 2 military groups fighting each other, and hundreds of innocent civilians there are dead because of this. Pakistan is a strong atomic power. It is by Allah's mercy Pakistan so far has been safe from any such war. Allah says whenever they kindle a fire for war, Allah extinguishes it. Our government therefore should abandon this revengeful policy. They should avoid any words or action that could lead to such turmoil in Pakistan. Political parties, including the opposition, should all display good morals and abide by the constitution, resolving their issues diplomatically for the good interest of Pakistan. It is also the command of Allah, our Creator, that we should not be in internal discord with one another. Allah says in the Holy Quran, "Do not quarrel with each other and thus lose courage, and then your strength would depart." When you fight with one another, you become weak and vulnerable to all kinds of threats. Moreover, a country that is internally divided loses the courage to be united with other countries. It also loses the courage to take part in resolving external issues and enjoining good upon other countries. It is not viable to do that when you have not first made yourself an exemplary nation. That's why this internal political conflict based on animosity and revenge should be ended. Both the government and opposition are Muslims and Pakistanis. They should work together for the betterment of the Pakistani people. Once they unite and help each other in making and implementing better policies, all the problems Pakistan is facing will end, and the country will become exemplary in its developments.